Welcome everybody to the Pizza Expo Update Show. I'm Mandy Detwiler and we're here to get you ready for the 2018 International Pizza Expo. Today I'm joined by Bill Oakley, who is our show director for Pizza Expo. And I know that we have a lot of changes and we're in a different hall than we've been for the past 10 years. Tell us a little bit about the South Hall and what we can expect to see this year.
It's going to be completely different, but it's going to be really cool, I think, for the attendee. When he walks into that hall, you were going to see 8.5 football fields almost stacked up one after one, taking to the front to the very rear. And so it's a completely different setup. We usually have the 4 high traffic areas in the corners, and I'm talking about the International Pizza Challenge, 1 and 2 areas, the demonstration area along with Tony Gimignani's workshop, and the famous World Pizza Games. This year, because we're in such a long, narrow hall, basically broken down into 4 quarters. In the front section, when you enter the show floor, it's going to pretty much look like any trade show floor. But after you move into that, let's say that middle section, the Gold Coast is going to start on the right and left-hand sides.
Okay. And
we'll run the length of those 2 halls. In between the first hall and the second one, we'll have the World Pizza Games and the International Pizza Challenge 2 area.
Okay.
Once we get into those second and third halls, we'll have the International Pizza Challenge 1 located in the very rear of the hall, and in between, let's say, the second and third sections of the show, we're going to have the Tony Gimignani workshop and the demonstration area. So there's still going to be in what we'll call high traffic areas, that kind of splitting up the walk all the way from the front to the rear.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a really long walk, but the good thing is you'll have a lot of new products, a lot of new services that you can shop, see, and compare on that show floor. This year we've got be our largest show ever. We'll have pretty close to 1,400 booths. 500 plus exhibitors, so it's our largest ever, and right now our show floor, is still growing.
Also new to the show floor this year are our super sessions. Can you touch a little bit on those?
Yeah, that's really exciting for us. We had some larger rooms available to us towards the rear of the hall, so you have to, in order to get to those rooms, you have to be in the show floor. It's in the very back quadrant of the hall, where the International Pizza Challenge 1 area is. When you go in those large areas, what we've set up is some super sessions each day. I know we've got Nancy Silverton and Brian Spangler that's being moderated by Peter Reinhardt. That's the Dough Masters. That's going to be a really high-level session I think that everybody will like. We've got Jeff Fromm, we've got TJ Shire, we've got Scott Wiener. So I suggest everybody take a look at those super sessions. They're really important to us. We spend a lot of time on them. They've been specifically designed for our attendees.
Awesome. Okay, well, we'll be back next week to talk a little more about those in depth, and we thank you for watching.